I'm back. Drop power. Big king. Get free or die. Heavy is the head to wear the crown. You already know. You already know. I'm back now. Look, we got to get to this lesson right quick. So let me tell y'all something. We ain't copper. We ain't brown. We ain't tan. We black. We just different shades of the same color. So y'all know where I'm going. You see what I'm saying? Black people out here talk about they indigenous. They ain't African. The African sold us. They still out here on that bullshit. And they don't want me to call them on. You see what I'm saying? But you see, YouTube let them stay up here. But when I come in, as soon as I say something, strikes and strikes and strikes everywhere. You see what I'm saying? That's how you know what I'm saying be the facts on every damn thing. Now, anybody out there, you want to debate King on any subject from botany, you see what I'm saying, to anything, mathematics, nigga, anything, whatever science you into, you want to battle Jah Power, King Jah Power, King Jah Power. I'm right here. And you know good and well, no matter what lane or what so-called organization you with or whatever, it still ain't greater than the ultimate, which is black, which is African. You see what I'm saying? Y'all could come up with all these other little groups, but won't stand up for your true group. But it's those that's out there that come from the ancient time and just can't let it go and ain't gonna ever let it go. Because we know what the truth is. These Negroes have become enemies to the black community. Because what I'm going to show you tonight, you see what I'm saying, gonna kill all that in your mind that you some type of, indigenous or any of that. That's why they let them stay up here on YouTube, because it's not a threat to the system. By you saying you an Indian or whatever that is, Aborigine and copper and all, that's not threatening to the system. But when you say black though, when you say African though, that shit make them Muzungus, them white folks tremble to their damn knees. Period. Have them shaking in their damn boots. They not scared of no copper shit. Now, they always be saying, show some receipts, show some receipts. Nigga, I am the receipt. Where you talking about, I done been before. Well, you talking about, you ain't never been before. Even, that's why all y'all ever say is Dane Calloway information. And he ain't never been. I asked him myself, period. Don't make me pull the video up. Ask the nigga, you niggas been to Mexico? No, man, I ain't never been. You been to South America? No, man, I ain't never been. Niggas ain't never been. One of them said they been. I say, did you go to the museum and see the Olmec and shit? No, man, we just sit on the beach and ate some tacos and shit with the little Mexicans or whatever. Man, get out of here. You nigga, you talk about a top-notch, first-hand, for himself researcher. Nigga, it's called putting boots on the ground. How the hell you talking about a place that you never been before? And I must stress that. So, to you young Pharaoh jumping around, young Pharaoh just jump around every goddamn where. You never know where his mind gonna be at one time. 1 minute he African, 1 minute he Aborigine. Pick a side, nigga. Quit goddamn jumping over the fence so we can clearly see who the weak niggas is in the crew. The weak niggas is Tariq and shit jumping on. I don't know where the hell Tariq got. And I'm gonna show the slides in a minute because they video. I don't know where he got that switching side shit from. You see what I'm saying? Them niggas do that shit so they can monetize or whatever. You see, like they can monetize or whatever. Nigga, and cause they told me before I went on air what them niggas say, King, man, don't be going too hard on the brothers or whatever. People, life on the line. People, economics on the line. You see what I'm saying? So I came into the video expecting just straight scholarship. These niggas come in trying to diss. And I say, okay then, so I start going. Even Dane Calloway was up there. And I done squashed these niggas. Ain't nobody never went. When you go on these nigga pages, you'll see King Jah Power pop up everywhere. It don't matter which one, then they gonna come up here and say, some nigga named Topcat, King, you can't fuck with Topcat. Topcat? Nigga ain't even got no videos. How he the Topcat? Bye, nigga. Bye, nigga. Bye. You ain't the lion. You ain't the lion, so that go for any Negroes out there. So, without further ado, subscribe to the channel. Thumb up this video, period. Don't live the lie that you some type of, feathering shit and red dot or feather. Either one, nigga, you were African. Nigga, you the greatest warrior that ever walked the planet. Period. Act like it. Now look, let me run these videos. Y'all thumb this shit up. Drop out.
The Olmec heads are a curious thing that clearly requires explanation. And a number of scholars have attempted to explain who those heads represent and why they have African-type features. One such scholar is a Guyanese anthropologist, Professor Ivan van Sertima. He wrote a book called They Came Before Columbus, which I think came out in either 1976 or 1977, where he tries to explain who those people are. Now, his theory is that the people depicted are actually ancient Egyptians and ancient Sudanese. He suggests that they sailed across the oceans during the Egyptian and Sudanese periods. He thinks the same time period as the 25th Egyptian dynasty. And that dynasty had great kings in it like Taharko, and he thinks that was the king that launched the voyage. If Van Sertima is correct, that would mean that Africans voyaged from Egypt and from Sudan approximately 700 BC and then landed in Mexico. Now, Africans weren't the people that made those heads. It was the Native Americans that made those heads. And the Native Americans belonged to an ancient civilization called the Olmecs. So presumably some Africans landed, the Olmecs were impressed with them and decided to have those huge sculptures of the Africans. Okay, that's one theory. The second theory was a scholar from this country. He's actually gone back to either India or Pakistan, one of those places. His name was Rafiq al-Jarazboy. He thinks also these people came from Egypt and Sudan, but they didn't come during the 25th dynasty period. They came during the 20th dynasty period. And the pharaoh he thinks was responsible was Ramesses III. Same thing, Africans from Egypt and Sudan sailed there, landed in Olmec, Mexico. The Olmecs, being impressed, decided let's build some sculptures of these people.
Right.
The Olmec heads. It's just that they don't emphasize it in the classroom. As a matter of fact, let me back you up when you open up the discourse. We were speaking about Columbus. None of them in here, none of the listening audience, even in the air.
Thumb up the video.
That in the Columbus, when after his death, his family had to go to court because charges was raised, and this is in the record in the Vatican, in the secret archives of the Vatican, that Columbus was shown a map of where the Queen of Sheba that Dr. Dane spoke about, this black woman who had mated with Solomon and produced the son, Menelik I, and they lived more than 900 years before the birth of Jesus, had already sailed through what we now call the Strait of Gibraltar, came to lands to the west that was longer than Africa and Europe combined, and that, brother, is North, South, and Central America.
Columbus didn't discover America. It was discovered by Africans between 20,000 and 10,000 years before Columbus was a gleam in his father's eye. Would it help if Columbus didn't discover America? It was discovered by Africans between 20,000 and 10,000 years before Columbus was a gleam in his father's eye. Would it help if Columbus didn't discover America? It was discovered by Africans.
Now, do you see any of these people? Now, I'm going to keep going because I got a lot of them. Do you see any of these people saying it was discovered by coppers, by aborigines and all that shit? Why? Because you can't show where the aborigines came here before no damn Africans. Show me some aborigines on some ships. Have never done that shit. See what I'm saying? You can't just say, yo, well, we came to America first and not be specific about the group that you talking about. Period. And how can white people get up here and say Africans came to the continent first? Because It's black people out here saying that they're indigenous. Now, how can white people say the Africans came here first? Food is still your history. But you can't say the shit though, but white people can. Okay?
Exactly. I mean, never mind the question of like how you can discover a place where the inhabitants are watching you arrive from the shore. They weren't wearing pants. Is that what somebody said? I like that. So anyway, there were actually many other mariners before Columbus that discovered America as well. Decades earlier, even eons earlier, there were so many people that were coming across these islands and this continent. But it's only been in the last century that evidence has surfaced and continually grown to indicate that many of these pre-Columbian explorers might have come from Africa. So the first scientist to promote this possibility was Leo Wiener. Born in Russia, Wiener immigrated to the United States in the late 19th century on his way to British Honduras, where he planned to open a vegetarian commune. It turned out not to be the dream job he expected. He moved back to the United States and he became a professor at Harvard University, as one does. And in his time in Mesoamerica, he started noticing things. There are lots of things that led him to encounter certain discoveries that made him consider that possibly if the origins of American civilization might actually be in Africa. So he observed so many linguistic and botanical and other similarities that between 1920 and 1922, he published an extensive
Thumb up the video.
piece called Discovery of America. Now, unfortunately, so as yet, no serious archaeological evidence had been done to, or work had been done to support his botanical theories, because everyone was over raiding tombs in Egypt and things like that. Not Howard Carter. So he didn't have a whole lot of other stuff than the names to support him. However, he knew that other clues must exist. For example, he pointed out that Columbus himself was aware that African mariners had preceded him. In his diary of his second voyage, how the natives of Hispaniola actually had gold-tipped metal spearheads that they said were brought by black-skinned people who had come in large boats from the south and southeast. Coincidence? I think not. No. So, what was interesting about that, so upon returning to Spain, is that he actually took the spearheads and he sent them away and they had them assayed, and it turned out to be that these spearheads were covered in this metal that called guanin, and the metallurgists actually found out that this is an alloy of 32 parts. It was like 18 of gold, 6 of silver, 8 of copper, which, matched the metal used in spearheads made in Western Africa for thousands of years.
Smithsonian or National Geographic. It is a video of not exist. It was found in files of the Smithsonian. The National Geographic lost photographs, but I never saw this one. In fact, this was so very different that the two leading proponents of an African reference and Alexander von Portugal, who spent 45 years in Mexico. We did not know about this. We knew of the head, but we didn't know about the brains. It's the people apparently came before Columbus. You cannot imagine how many things are hidden. Put aside because they are embarrassing. Why did Michael Cole, who wrote Ancient Mexico, knows all about these heads, never published this photograph? Why is the National Geographic? Because there is no head from an American sculpture that has separated hairstyle. That is found in Egypt, it is found in Nubia, it is found in parts of Western Africa, it's not found in Mexico. So it's not just the question about the broad nose and the full lips and the jaw, what they call crocodile. But here's the cultural etiquette that is unusual. It is actually mentioned in the Spanish book by Beatriz de la Fuente. And I only became aware of this as I said 3 years ago.
Hey, thumb up this video. Now, I'm not going to be able to play this whole video because it's a long video. But you see the so-called Native Americans The first culture in America was African. Period. That's what he's showing you. Native Americans don't wear no braids. Not these type. You ain't never seen no beards. So how the hell is, because you got to be distinct. I believe that, white people, that black people wasn't the first people here. I know that. But you got to know that the Africans was over here before the Bering Straits. So, but if you over here before the Bering Straits, that cut off Asia from America. So how is an Aborigine, which come from Asia, would beat the African over here, and he already on ships 2,000 years before the birth of Christ? And even before that, which I'm going to prove. But let Van Sertima thumb up the video.
We have found, even after they came before Columbus, they have found quite a number of these heads. One of them, in fact, I'm sorry I can't show it tonight because we don't have the slide for it. It's something in a pit. And one day in the pit, it is staring upwards. You know they haven't moved it from the pit yet. There's a big argument going on between the area or region in which it is found, and the national government is who is responsible for taking it out of the pit. Now these heads, some of them look like actually that you see mixtures between an Africoid head and an Asiatic head, but some of them are strikingly Africoid. Now people could say, some Africoid types could have come across the Bering Strait.
Listen now.
On these types show that this is not the type that merely came in with the Asiatic and melted and blended into the Indian body gene pool of the Native American. These are new entrants. These are migrated at a specific point in time because we have studied the sculpture of the North American before this head. The Americans did not learn this art at all from anybody from outside. This is nothing to do with art. Get that very clear. It's not artistic influence. These are potters or sculptors looking at something that is alien to them and noting its features because this should not have been drawn here. It is deliberately cut out by the native because the evidence should have covered it. As opposed to the cases. There's only 2 cases we see here on the stone head, but in the terracotta, we have just the terracotta in which we can see the hairs.
Now you see he be specific with that hair. Because the hair is African. Don't no Native Americans have hair like that, period. So black people can kill that. I got Indian in my family. Where? 1%. 1%. One's Indian. Okay. Listen to this though. You gotta listen up on this part. Listen.
It's just that they don't emphasize it in the classroom. As a matter of fact, let me back you up when you open up the discourse. We were speaking about Columbus. None of them in here, none of the listening audience, even in the air, had the faintest idea that when the Columbus, after his death, his family had to go to court because charges were raised, and this is in the record in the Vatican, in the secret archives of the Vatican, that Columbus was shown a map of where the Queen of Sheba that Dr. Ben spoke about, this black woman who had mated with Solomon and produced the son, Menelik I, and they lived more than 900 years before the birth of Jesus, had already sailed through what stimulate your thinking, even if you disagree with them. Agree. I'm going to call you Dr. Ben. That's okay, because I understand that's what people usually call you. Yes. One of the more controversial positions that you take is that black Africans landed in America 2,000 years before Columbus. I would not specify the day, but probably exceeding 2,000 years. The fact is that Columbus never came to the United States of America or North and South America. He came as close as San Salvador. There's a rumor that says that Columbus came to America. He did not come to America. He came to an island of America. Vespucci came to America, not Columbus. He came to the Caribbeans. But it is commonly stated, just as much as they state discovered America while the Indians sat down watching do it.
Now you see Dr. Bean specifically saying that the Indians is different than the Africans. You got to make that distinction. You not the Indian, you the African. Cause they think when you see they don't try to pretend like they don't know they African and shit. And so they talk about we giving the credit to the Africans. Like your ass say African. Nigga, don't play with me. Don't play with me. So they'll sit up here and come up with all these lies, and you see all these people telling you that these, and I got way more than it. You see what I'm saying? Got way more than that, but these people out here trying to trick the minds of black people to be some type of aborigine or something like that. And now, the real aborigines in the South Pacific, they African, period. Yes, they got an Asian mix, but you don't look like them. You see what I'm saying? Them your distant cousins, but you not them, period. Talk about the so-called aborigines in America. The Moors and shit be saying that silly shit. You see what I'm saying? They didn't even got the Hebrew Israelites. So talk about Mexicans as Israelites and and aborigines is the same thing. Y'all niggas is a mixed up ass mind fool. That's what you is. You's a fool, Negro. So listen though, how can you be, a Indian and your hair nappy? And I done heard niggas, but we gotta change that, man. We gotta change that. See, you coming up with some shit. You coming up with some shit. You can't deal with the fact that you a black man and not willing to fight for what it truly need to be fought for. You trying to get black people to fight for some Indian rights. The Indians already got what they reparations and shit. You need to stand up and get yours. We didn't see Dane Calloway out there marching with the Indians. We didn't see Tariq Nasheed out there with you don't see them niggas nowhere other than up here philosophical ejaculating and shit. Just running off at the mouth. Don't come with no historical references and shit. You just up here talking. But this how you show receipts. And they can't do that. They got everybody, they whole receipt is Dane. And this fat punk he won't make a public appearance. Cause he know if he came out here in the black community teaching what he teaching, the rebel flag and all this dumb shit, nigga, you would get beat the fuck up, nigga. Cause you sound like a goddamn a racist, nigga, towards black people and you supposed to be black, nigga. You on the motherfuckers ain't black, nigga. They on the team with them, nigga. So black people, them copper motherfuckers, if they out here saying they copper, them ain't our people, nigga. File for nigga ass, nigga. See, we gonna have to cut motherfuckers up off the tree if we to be successful in our endeavors. And one of the goddamn branches on the tree got rotten apples all on that motherfucker, and they need to be cut off. Period. And I already know the majority of the people that's pushing that shit, getting them bots and shit to run the numbers up, is white people. It's white people, nigga. That's that propaganda that came from Russia. And you Negroes in America, not everybody, fell for it. Cause the majority of the people still black power. Motherfuckers ain't out. You see Grandmaster Jay out there talking about, man, we aborigines. He don't never say none of that shit. What the fuck? That's y'all goofy shit. They be out there saying what? Black power, red, black, and green, Marcus Garvey. So we the military wing of this shit. You motherfuckers are just some motherfuckers just up here on YouTube trying to convince the people of a lie, nigga. That just like trying to convince us that God is white and shit again. We ain't getting tricked with no dumb shit. We ain't letting you niggas get out. I let your ass get out, because it ain't but a couple of you motherfuckers anyway. Period. Period. All them inflated ass numbers, nigga, that don't fool no goddamn body. Period. Period. And the real black people out there, get away from that nonsense. Get away from that nonsense, nigga. Kyrie Irving. Kyrie do what Pharaoh do, just jump around when it's convenient for him. When the white people around here, Indian. When he come around the black people, he African again. He got an uncle on and shit. Kyrie Irving do the same goddamn thing. These niggas is bandwagon jumpers and shit. You see what I'm saying? And then, why can't we represent both? Motherfucker, choose a side. If you want to beat him, you beat him, nigga. But don't get us involved in your madness, nigga. Because you confused on your identity. See what I'm saying? Scared to stand up and shit. You see motherfucker getting popped. And we got to change that shit, man. We got to be copper now, man. The brown versus the board. You niggas is goddamn historically, politically, spiritually incorrect, nigga. You niggas have been charged with treason and identity theft, nigga. The Indian council and shit ought to bring Dane, Calloway, and Tariq Nasheed up on charges and shit. Y'all better not go near the Indians' land and shit. Go over there and knock on the door and shit. Chief Big Feet gonna drag your ass in and hit your ass over the head with a tomahawk for out here alive. Period. Motherfucker walk around with that shit from China on their head. Talk about they some Indians. Nigga, you bought that shit from China. Nigga, don't sit up here and lie that the little Indian feathers thing they be. And one goofy on Facebook, he up here, that nigga be looking like a peacock with that shit on, nigga. So I can sit up here and clown you, motherfucker, because I don't have to prove nothing. We already know who we is, nigga. Who are you? You just not coming into the community with that little information you talking about. And then we ask you for a reference. What Dane said the little short butterball, all that got their hair on his face. These niggas, first they had dreads, now all of them cut their hair out and expose their goddamn, the dreads come from Africa and shit. Cause they see some little Mayans and shit, they got some little wannabe twist or something. Nigga, please. So y'all subscribe to the channel, my true African black people out there, RBGs all over the place. Period. We ain't dealing with no copper shit. That shit too weak. That shit that's that milk in the coffee and shit instead of keeping it all the way black, nigga. What that shit turn into copper. Y'all watering that shit down too much, nigga. Be black, brother. Stay black, brother. Jump out. Be king. Subscribe and thumb up the video. Jump out.